looks pretty busy in here. Actually, it's really busy in here. How are we gonna find a spot? So far, so good.
Let's see what happens once it reaches 70 degrees.
No. This is kind of like the backup. Yikes. What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna park tonight? Okay, so today has been like just one thing after another. You know, it's so frustrating. We have so many new folks that have joined us right here on Let's Turn It Up World, and we just want to say, wow, thank you so much for being a part of this journey with us. And recently, I've been getting asked this question a lot. What was it like RV camping alone for the first time? This is what happened. First time on a road trip by myself. We have a really big trip coming up soon. We've had some heat issues. So that being said, they should all be fixed, but we want to do one more shakedown trip. So to kind of kill two birds with one stone, I'm taking Desert Snow off and we're going to head off to the Valley of Fire where it gets really cold at night so I can kind of check out the heat. The difference is I'm by myself and I've never actually, outside of driving Desert Snow, Dave kind of handles a lot of the stuff, you know, getting things ready for camping. So this should be exciting and a first. But I will say, first up, we need to get some groceries and coffee. So, let's go! So what are we having tonight? Well, looks like I am gonna definitely grab some of this Dover sole, and tonight I'm gonna definitely have one of those wild ahi tunas right on the grill. It's like a 2-hour drive from here to Valley of Fire. I'm just fingers crossed because it's a little later in the day. I hope I actually can get a spot. So I'm gonna try and rush this. At least I have coffee to give me a load of energy. Got my coffee in the hand. Buckle up, buckle up. We got a 2-hour drive and we gotta get going because it's gonna get dark and that makes you nervous. So now I'm officially on the road. I punched in the directions. It says I should get there about 5 o'clock. And 5 o'clock here means dark o'clock outside. And if I remember correctly, the last time we drove, there's like windy mountainous roads that Dave drove, not me. So I'm doing that today, my God. I remember and love this part of the drive going into the Valley of Fire from this direction. You're like surrounded by these beautiful rocks, and I think as we start getting closer and closer, and now the sun may be setting so you don't really capture that glow, but you get that red rock, that Valley of Fire, really rich red tones. All right, Grogu, are you excited? Look at that red rock. We have officially arrived. We have the year Nevada State Park pass, so we are good to go. All right. Oh, it's so beautiful, the red rock. The moment of truth. Is there a spot for me? All right, here we go. Rolling into Atlatl Rock Campground. It looks pretty busy in here. Actually, it's really busy in here. It is pretty busy. Oh my goodness gracious. How are we gonna find a spot? Maybe someone will share a spot with me this evening. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, they're really sort of full. I think I see one. Is this that's a handicap spot? I'm not handicapped. That's a handicap. There's no spots right now. Call hubby iPhone.
Nothing luck?
No luck so far.
No, you gotta kid me.
I'm in Atlatl and there's not one spot. Okay, and that is the beautiful thing about first come, first serve. That campground is also full. So what do you do? What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna park tonight? Traveling on my own here, could not find a spot to save me at the Valley of Fire, so ended up here at sort of this truck stop. I asked the officer if it was kind of safe to park here and he said it was fine, and now I have the heat on, so I'm trying to run the heat. A little cold outside, it's about 30, so not terrible outside, but I do have the heat on. I cranked up to 70 right now. I can hear it, so I think technically from what we were told, it's supposed to crank, and then once it gets to 70 degrees, it's gonna be quiet for the rest of the night. I'm gonna try and get up really early in the morning, because if I can get up early in the morning, the host said there might be spots that open up over at Valley of Fire, so I'm gonna try and head back there. I'm basically about 14 miles outside of Valley of Fire right now, so I can see it, just kind of right at this truck stop area here, sort of like this dispersed camping area. And hopefully the heat will crank throughout the night. All right, there it is. You can hear it. It's pushing out all that hot, warm air. I can feel it from all the different compartments. It's warm. So far, so good.
Let's see what happens once it reaches 70 degrees.
No, no, no. Look, it has happened. There it goes. W27H. I gotta call Dave right now. Oh no.
How you doing?
I'm sitting here. I heard it crank. It turned on a 70. I thought it was fine because it slowed down a bit, and then all of a sudden W27H and the fan surfaced again. It was like pushing through. So there is something going on with this. Maybe it's the unit itself. I have no idea. All right, well, I'm gonna leave it running because I know that's what you're supposed to do, but we'll figure it out. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay, so today has been like just one thing after another. These loud banging noises outside the RV in this creepy parking lot that just turned out to be fireworks. You know, from not being able to get a spot over at Valley of Fire to ending up here at this spot, which is a little creepy. And I can deal with that. All the trucks, you can hear them still coming in and out. But to see that air message, the heat, we've been having issues with the heat for quite some time. And to see that error message again just resurface even after it's so frustrating. Oh, I'm sorry you guys. Whew. I just kind of hit me for a second, and yes, I am an ugly crier. Okay, so I mean I do know it's gonna get fixed, and it's just gonna be a matter of making those phone calls and dealing with them, and at some point it will be fixed. We know that. I can tell you we're not gonna stop one of the coolest trips we have planned coming up because of this. We will adjust and move forward from this. I'm gonna run it and see if that message comes back on or if it doesn't come back on.
Let me off the hook. I wanna run wild. Get tangled in the sheets with a lover that isn't you. 'Cause I was on my own when you were by my side. So there's no difference now, except there's nothing to hide. Let me go on without you.
All right, let's go try it again. Let's see if we can get a spot. Now we're pretty early, so told if you get there early, you should be able to get a spot. So let's give it a shot. Let's try it again. Hopefully we shall get a spot this morning. I am not afraid of this road anymore. Initially, the first time I came down, it was like a roller coaster, whippity-doo. And now I'm like, oh, okay, this is like perfectly fine. Good morning. I am, and I have our pass.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. First time by myself, so I'm just learning the ways. Okay, the buildup is killing me right now. I have now entered back to where I came last night. I think I found a spot. It looks like this might be a spot. Perfect. Oh my God. I did that like I've done that a million times before. And I haven't, so high five myself. Can I just stop here, soak in the sun, and take in this moment of relief, of coming here and finding a spot. Now, it may not be the spot we had last time, which was pretty amazing, but it's great to be back here at Valley of Fire, to actually have a spot, and it's actually a cool spot, and to see this red rock once again. I'm gonna finish this coffee before I make the next one, and then I'm gonna set up camp, just veg before lunchtime. Today is a new day, and it's a great day because one, I got a spot in one of my favorite places here, the Valley of Fire, and it's gonna be awesome. And I got something special for dinner tonight, but I have to definitely clean up in here a little bit, and I think I'm gonna go for a walk to stay accountable to myself to lose some of the love weight. So I honestly can't even tell you why I chose this as a snack. I mean, watermelon and pork rinds, but that was the first thing that came to my hands from the refrigerator. So that is the snack we're going with. And most likely this is the type of snack that only I would eat anyway. So. There are so many cool little nooks and trails here at Valley of Fire. Now, we didn't go this way last time we were here. So this section even has walk-in campsites. So I didn't realize that. So if you can't find a spot to say nestle in for an RV, looks like there's spots you can potentially park here and maybe tent for the night. Might have to call Dave and see if we can do a little tenting before I head out of here, since we have a spot. Fun idea, but let's go check out some of these campsites. So I am having tonight for dinner, I'm having ahi tuna. So I'm putting this marinade together with soy sauce, a little bit of pepper, because there's a lot of salt in soy sauce. And I'm gonna graze up some ginger here, marinate that for about 30 minutes. And I'm gonna be using this on an induction cooktop tonight. Perfect this came out. The tuna looks tender. Oh, I'm gonna give this a shot. You can really taste the soy sauce and the ginger just coming out so nicely. The only thing missing is Dave. Let's see if we can FaceTime him and say hello this evening.
Oh shit. I already thought I accepted. I was like, looking like, where are you? That's so funny. How you doing?
Like walking around pacing. Say hello. I got him on the phone. Hello, everybody. Hey, hello. I was telling him the only thing missing is you.
All right. Hey, everybody.
Dinner came out great, by the way.
Oh,
Check it out. The tuna. Look at that.
You're eating some gourmet stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? Well, I'm going to get back to my gourmet food before it gets borscht-y cold, but I wanted to call and tell you you're missed for sure.
Oh, I can't wait to see you.
Yay. Can't wait to see you. All right. Say bye, everybody. The error message popped on again last night, and This time though, I didn't freak. I was like, this is going to be fine. It's gonna be taken care of. And I left the heat on and it still stayed toasty warm in there, even with the error message. So that's great. I've gotten through that part. Everything tends to happen for a reason, and this is quite an experience for me. I love it. I thought it was a lot of fun. So we did find a tenting spot. So I told Dave, you know, instead of leaving, why don't we kind of bring the tent and crank it out and see how our tent can handle the desert at night. Probably a little more creepy because there's more animals and more little critters in the desert, but it should be fun. Should be fun. Okay, and on that note, I have got to go get some sunblock. It might be early morning, but the sun here in the desert is strong, and I like keeping the wrinkles off my skin. See ya!